This is a short walkthrough of the paper animation, and to start with, I have this tracking here, and you can see it's only 1 point. It ended up being just a tripod tracking. That was sort of the only thing that actually works, because although there is plenty of things to track, this has a slightly bent doing the video. It's more easier to see over here, so it really screwed the tracking up. So what I ended up doing was a really simple tripod tracking to get sort of the basic movement of the camera. Even though it was on a tripod, it has some sort of small movements, bumps and things. And then I actually sort of hand animated a few of those where the paper going up, ups and downs. It can be difficult to see here. Oh, yeah, you could see here the cube going, sort of tries to follow the movement of the paper. And then I did a few trial and errors trying to fix it, but then got the sort of trying to get the timing right with the movement. And then it's just a very simple, just a box which has some blue lines on it, and it's actually geometry, as you can see here. I did that because I sort of could very easily manipulate it and make it a bit more sort of not that straight, so to resemble a bit more of the character of the cube, sort of bearing in mind that I also had sort of scratched it with the pen here, so it wasn't that sort of all nice. And then to get a bit of the movement in, I have put simple deform. We have it here, and it's just slightly give it some, we can see here, yeah, it just bends it a bit in the animation where I push it, and the viewport sort of overreacts a bit here, but and you can see the animations actually consists of very few frames actually. Sort of I have just defined that the cube should be here, and I know the cube should be at this point here when the pen comes over, so it's just a matter of doing the in-betweens and sort of getting the speed right to match the movie. And then this simple little thing here, you could see I have sort of like a hole in the ground, and I have a lid which is sort of just visible here, and which sort of covers the hole. And this lid is so I can take it here. It's on the layer 2, so it's sort of the background. And then at this point I remove the lid, I make it invisible, and then the cube is inside and it pops up, and then you see the hole, and you see the hole here is in the foreground layer, so that will make the shadows and the hole in the paper look right. And composition wise, it's actually a very straightforward thing I tweaked was just a bit of a color balance thing to get the video looking right. And one more thing, I re-encoded it as a ProRes file, but I think any iframe format will do. I had difficulties with animating or tracking from a H.264 file, because it sort of shifts frames and sort of retimes it in a sort of awkward way. So re-encoding it as an iframe format in some sense is, I will say, it's a good idea. So that was a very short run through of the, but you could see it's very simple modeling. And here they have an animation, and yeah, it's so slight movement in the cameras. It isn't really, it's really difficult to actually see. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.